Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Sonam Bhardwaj, an economics teacher, and today we would be discussing about the very first chapter of economics, which is development. But before beginning, we would first talk about the term development, that what does the term development means. This is the term we generally use into our day-to-day life. So, what does this term mean? It is a process of growth, progress, and a positive change. Any kind of a positive change into the environment, into anybody's life, any kind of progress, any kind of growth, we would call it as development. For example, here you can see the highest literacy rate into the country. For some people, maybe the literacy rate counts as the part of development. The giving education to the girl child is considered a development for the country. Good health into the country, like nowadays the coronavirus, the elimination of this virus from the country would be considered as development for the nation. Corruption free country, crime free country where there is no crime would be considered as development for the nation. Peace or harmony into the country. So together we comprise is what we known as development. There is no exact meaning or definition of development, but any kind of growth, progress, or a positive change that happens into the country or anybody's life, we would call it as development. Alright, now we would be discussing about the features of development. In this chapter, we would be discussing about the 3 features of development. So starting from the first one, different people have different developmental goals. That means that developmental goals varies from person to person. There are variety of person, different categories of person into our country. So each person, each group, each category may not be having a similar kind of developmental goals, or they vary from each other. So we say that different people have different developmental goals. Okay, now coming to the second one, developmental goal can be conflictive. So here conflictive means that the developmental goals can be destructive. Alright, the development for one may not be development for the another. The complete explanation I would be giving you in the later discussions. Alright, now talking about the third one, for development people look at mix of goals. Okay, in the first feature we have discussed that different people have the different developmental goal, but the fulfillment of one goal or the one developmental goal is not satisfactory. Okay, so people look at mix of goals. Alright, so here we were discussing about the different people have different developmental goals. Okay, so I've told you about the different categories of person and their varying goals. So here I have mentioned the 4 categories of person: the rural poor women, the rich urban women, the poor farmer, or the prosperous farmer. So here we would be talking about women, the poor rural women and the rich urban women. What could be the developmental goals for them? So talking about the poor rural women, equality in the family, respect into the family, education for her girl child. These may be the developmental goal for any poor rural women. Okay, and the rich urban women, what could be the developmental goals for her? The expensive gadgets. The expensive gadgets as in mobile phones, expensive kitchen items. Okay, many other things like exotic vacation, higher education for her children in foreign countries. Okay, so here you can see both the women's, the poor and the rich women, their goals are varying from each other. Now talking about the different category, which are the farmers, the poor farmers or the prosperous farmers. So here talking about a poor farmer, what could be the desirable developmental goal for a poor farmer? The good irrigation facilities maybe, or the surplus production which may yield him the more profits. Okay, or the prosperous farmer, Okay, what could be the developmental goal for him? The high family income, cheap labor, okay, or he may want his children to get settled abroad. So here one can see that different people have different developmental goals, or the developmental goals varies from person to person. Okay, all right. So here we would be studying about the second feature of development, which is developmental goals can be conflictive. Okay, so I have told you that development of for one may not be development for the another, or development for one may be conflictive or destructive for the another person. Okay, so here we will discuss it with the help of an example. So the construction of dams. When a builder would be constructing, or an industrialist would be constructing a dam, it would be the development for him, but it would not be development for the Adivasis. Or when the deforestation may occur, though it would not be the development for the another person, because the Adivasis may be homeless for this reason. Okay, the another simpler example I may give you for this, that the sister may want his brother to help mother in the household chores, but the brother may not like it. So the brother helping mother in the household chores can be development for the sister, but it may not be the development for his brother. So I hope you understand what I want to say in the second feature of development, which is developmental goals can be conflictive. Like in the case of construction of dams, the builder, development for him, and Adivasis, development is destructive for them. Okay, you understand? And in the case of a sister and the brother, the sister may like it because the brother is helping, she is getting the equality, so it is the development for the sister, but it is not the development for the brother. Okay, so here we would be talking about the last feature of development, which is that for development people look at mix of goals. So here we have differentiated the goals as into two parts. One, the materialistic aspects, and another the non-materialistic aspects. Here you can see I have given you some examples. So what could be considered as the material aspects? Money or the income. Okay, but the developmental goal is not only for better income, but for the other important things in life. Or one can say that income is not the only adequate measure for development. One need the other things also, which could be considered as the non-materialistic aspects. Okay, like respect, the dignity of labor. When you go and work outside, okay, just earning higher income may not be the development for you if there is no respect or no dignity of labor. So respect and the dignity of labor also plays a greater role into the development. Okay, equality. If your employer does not give you equal attention with the another employee, okay, so or he may discriminate you with the other employee, so equality also plays an important role. The safe working environment should be there, good working environment should be there. Okay, so all the factors are to be considered under the term development, and hence we say that for development people look at mix of goals considering the materialistic aspects and the non-materialistic aspects also. Okay, and hence we say that money in your pocket cannot buy all the happiness that you need. Okay, can you buy friendship with the money? Or can you buy equality or respect with money? Okay, so hence we say that for development people look at mix of goals. So I hope you all understood the three features of development. All right? Thank you.